What's up guys, my name is Will, and in today's video it's going to be a very quick one because it's currently raining in England, but we're getting it done for the YouTube, staying on top of it. I'm doing another request that I had via Instagram, so again, if you don't follow me on there, @_willpower training, I ask all the time, post a little questions thing, you can tell me what you want. But today we're doing a stretching routine for hip pain. So guys, if this is the first time you're watching a video from me, don't forget to go down there, click that subscribe button, and make sure you click that notification bell that appears next to it so you get notified every single time I upload, which at the moment is weekly. So, today's video, I'm basically going to be doing a short stretching routine for hips, and I'm just going to do a few stretches and voiceover because, again, it's raining, so I don't want to be out here too long. Let's do it. So guys, over to voiceover me now. The first stretch that we're going to get into is the one that I like to do first, funnily enough, in my stretching routine, which is going to be a lunging movement. This is a hip flexor lunge, and basically what we're going to do is you're going to kneel down on one knee. You're going to walk your front foot out so that your knee is at about 90 degrees. You want to make sure that your knee doesn't go in front of your foot, and you want to keep a neutral spine. You can do this with your hands on your front knee for support. However, if you find that that doesn't give you enough of a stretch, what you can do is what I'm doing here. Place your hands on your buttocks and just give a nice gentle nudge forward. Slight pressure will just help with the stretch. You can also do it this way, standing, facing a wall, if that first way is too strenuous for you. You just want to put your feet slightly apart from each other, keeping both feet flat on the ground. You'll feel it where I'm pointing there at the front where your hip flexor is. You want to make sure you do both feet, and you basically just want to push your hips towards the wall that you're facing. This next one is another good hip flexor stretch. It's called various different things: bound angle pose, butterfly pose. There's also the fancy yogi name there for you. But basically what you want to do is sit down on the floor, keep a nice neutral spine, put your feet together, use your hands to pull your feet as far towards you as possible with still being comfortable, and you can do it dynamically as I just showed you there with a slight bounce, or statically as I'm showing you now, where you use your elbows to lightly push your knees down. You don't want to do anything that's forcing anything. And I just wanted to mention that I do like to do this stretch as one of my stretches before I compete in my dance competitions. I am a dancer, and that is a stretch that I love to use for that. Now, the third stretch that I have here in this routine is a seated straddle stretch. Try saying that 3 times faster. You want to basically sit on the floor, get your feet in a straddle position, toes pointing towards the sky, neutral spine, hands above the head. You want to turn your torso, only your torso, not the hips, towards the leg that you're choosing to stretch to, and trying to keep a flat back. Basically reach your hands down as far towards your foot as is comfortable while still feeling a stretch. Do one leg, then the other, then come into the middle. All of these stretches I would recommend that you hold for 6 to 10 seconds if you're coming in cold. However, you can hold it for as long as you want, really, 30 seconds, minute and a half, whatever's comfortable for you. And also do remember to breathe as well, because a lot of people forget to breathe. Now, this last stretch here is a side lunge. Again, there was the fancy yogi name for you, but basically you're going to lunge to one side, keeping the bent leg, that foot you want to keep flat, and the other foot is going to be toes towards the sky again. And you're going to essentially grab your foot of the straight leg and pull the toes towards you. You should feel this on the inside of your leg. If you don't, then what you can do to try and target this a bit more is keep both feet flat, feet pointing basically to like forwards of you. Can have a slight turnout, and you want to lean into the side where the leg is straight, and also you can put your hand there and give a light push again until you feel the stretch. You don't want to, on any of these stretches, do anything that is pushing yourself past where you're comfortable. I do want to stress that, especially with the movements where you're aiding the stretch with a push. Now, this last thing here is just going to be a tension reliever. So Believe it or not, it may sound counterintuitive, but stretching can actually create tightness, and I do find that sometimes. So this is something I like to do to relieve that tension after I've done a stretching routine. What you want to do is sit on the floor, walk your hands backwards till you've got an open chest, feet are roughly shoulder width apart, and then you want to basically roll your hips from one side to the other. I can't really explain this verbally, but you can kind of see what I'm doing with my legs and knees here. You want to keep your torso straight, you don't want to twist that, but you want to go from side to side. And if you can't feel enough of a stretch or a release, then you can use your outside foot to pull the other leg further round, just to increase the amount of tension release that you're getting, the amount of stretch that you're getting. It's just something that I like to do, or you could consider this a stretch by itself. And that is gonna do it for this routine, guys. So back to present day me. So guys, that has been my very quick hip stretching routine. Thank you, Rose, for suggesting it. I hope that's exactly what you wanted. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on it. It really does help out the channel. Again, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and make sure you ding dong the notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.